again, as I said, I know not who the grave belonged to. If it does in fact belong to this Bodrick that you speak of, I do know who the culprit of that particular act was, but they've already been dealt with according to the laws of the land.
Human laws.
Laws as decided by the land.
Human lands.
Lands administrated by humans, but a contingent of others.
Who is this individual?
You don't know if this is the right grade.
They're currently indentured to me as an acolyte.
So you're saying you're responsible for their actions?
Not prior to them being an acolyte, no.
You have chosen to go about your assigned task with great care and wisdom. I am using this to restrain myself.
I'm going to be a grease spot soon. I feel it.
You'll be led to the edge of the camp without your supplies, and we will allow you to leave. If you or any of your party come here again, I can assure you, you won't leave again.
Tolman, I appreciate that. I would, however, remind you that this would not be the end of this, though, if we just simply left and went back.
You're correct. It won't be the end. Bodrick's life must be repaid.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Oh, God.
How exactly are you planning on doing that?
That's not your concern.
It kind of is. It kind of is my concern. For two reasons. One, because, as I said, law of the land has already been given on the individual. And two, if there's going to be retaliation against any other settlements in the area or along...
An individual is responsible. The individual is responsible for his actions, but so is the tribe that he belongs to.
Well, the tribe they belong to, I don't think is around here.
They're a part. They're taking orders from the local city. Therefore, they belong to them.
So he's saying they're going to retaliate against Dark Oak.
Tolman, I think you're making a big mistake if you attack Dark Oak.
I think you don't have a choice right now.
Well, I mean, you can do what you will with me, I suppose. I'm speaking more for your sake now at this point. That you and your band would be outmatched if they came to the town, the city. There'd be a lot of bloodshed that didn't need to happen.
Are you going to do a whole samurai thing? It is better to die with honor. Oh, God. I've got this. I've got like
Brad
the last
Pitt.
samurai right now. Bob is Tom Cruise. He's going to turn on Dark Oak and help them fight because he believes in their ways. He stays with them for so long. That...
What you mean the
It's
orcs?
going to be incredibly historically inconsistent.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A random Scottish comedian's going to make a cameo in the beginning of the film and be way too likable to die that early.
Based on my previous history check, is there any sort of insight I would have into like atonement for crimes in orc community?
Blood.
Blood? Like how much blood? Like dead blood or
The
just like
equivalent to that was spilled.
All of it.
okay.
Slit jugular, got it.
Well, surely that's more than one person because I'm guessing Snow is slightly smaller.
It's more than
Equivalent blood.
1.5, man.
we got to go leader for leader on this.
What if?
Fight
What
for the
if?
hype.
What if? What if we gave them Snow, let them drain all of her blood out,
Lay on hands.
then go sneak in the night, dig up her grave, and bring her back to life.
That's
This
not,
is
I
Stargate.
can't
That's
do
it's an episode that Teal'c died and then came back after he got judged as a witch. It's
I can't resurrect them. I don't have that ability.
Well, what kind of cleric are you?
Not
just put him on,
a
put
level
her
2
on ice
cleric.
until you get that level. Then they'll come
Oh
back.
God! So just on, isn't it cooler at all times on Kettle Moon?
Okay, so-
carrying snow around.
Being a cleric Tolman, being a cleric, a helm of or being a helm cleric, a cleric of helm. I am not. I'm not dismissive of whatever laws that you may have. Do you want a fair chance to exact justice then?
Oh God!
Trial by combat.
Single combat. Snow versus what's his face?
No
Single
versus a
combat.
war chief.
Yeah.
Versus the wife. Versus the wife.
I mean,
No.
it's, what justice system for the individual would meet with your satisfaction?
He mulls over this for a minute.
Because I would rather go that
A
route.
sharp axe in a public space.
It's an execution. A short drop and a sudden stop.
Mm. That moment when the quest giver that you killed is a lot more important than you think it was.
No shit.
Okay.
I'm just flipping
All
a
right.
coin.
I will agree to your terms.
Hmm.
Then you'll bring
if-
them along.
I
with the
will.
re- within
Say it again.
Then you'll bring them and the rest of your party here within 2 days.
What is?
I could bring the rest of the party, but don't you just want the individual that actually caused the murder?
We'd rather have you all close.
Okay. Okay. All right. I can make that happen.
Then you're free to go.
Okay.
If you
head
do
back.
not bring them, retribution will be brought upon their tribe.
How far?
I understand.
To hell.
All right. I head back.
Okay.
Or blindfolded or whatever it is. That needs to happen.
Walk 100 paces. Then you can take the blindfold off.
Turn yourself into the first Allied patrol.
We're just sitting here happily eating stew while all this was going on.
Tyburn
Tyburn,
still talking to himself.
it takes you it takes you another like 2 hours to get back. It's firmly night whenever you do get back to the hill that you're at. And you see the camp at the base with whoever's on watch, which would be like first watch probably.
Me.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So Artlock is on watch. Artlock, you see Tyburn standing on top of the hill.
I have 2 days to do this.
That's what you were told.
Okay. All right. It only took me a couple hours to get back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And it's the middle of the night right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll
Gotta
come
take
back.
Snow to Disneyland before they.
Jesus.
We're going on vacation, Snow.
Snow's got to go to a
You
farm
know-
for a very
Farm
long time.
upstate.
Just look at the pretty flowers, Snow.
Hmm.
Let Arlux know I'm back.
I want to
then.
feed the rabbits, George.
But I'm gonna wait for.
You think of
I'm
those
gonna-
rabbits?
Tell me about Disneyland.
It's the end of what's the
Of Men and Mice or something like
of
that?
Mice and Men? Yeah.
Mice and Men, there we go.
Just
I'm gonna go
I
to
want
sleep
to
though
feed-
first, because I'd rather have everyone up and awake.
well, I'm who are you gonna talk to first? Sorry.
Well, you, because you're on
Okay.
watch.
Are you gonna? So how'd it go?
I'll talk about it in the morning.
Well, Okay,
we've got a discussion to have.
there's some leftover stew in the pot.
Yay! Is it any good?
Kavara made it.
I believe it was I made it, but Kavara got the food. But
Oh, okay.
Snow
made it.
Snow made it, and it tastes like ash in your mouth, Tybern.
God damn it!
She's a tiefling. What do you expect? Everything's burnt.
No. I mean, it tastes good, but that just makes it worse.
Because he basically just sold her out.
Oh god.
All right, so where do we go from here?
Well, I'm going to sleep until morning and all that. So
Okay. You all go to bed. The watches rotate as normal. And Tybern, or everybody wakes up in the morning.
Woo! We didn't die in our sleep.
Oh shit, the cleric's back.
welcome back, Tybern. How did it go, man?
You all would have known he's back already, considering you rotated onto watch and saw him sleeping there.
How did it go? My good friend Never's going to betray me.
Were you ready for our scriptures of Helm this morning?
Sir, loyal to always the party. Well, let's talk, everybody. All right,
about Helm.
You got them moved back to the reservation?
Is he exposition dumping?
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this one he actually needs to put it in his own words.
So I spoke with their chief Tolman, and at first he was amenable to the idea of moving back where they came from, which actually wasn't from the reservation. He's from a reservation, but the rest of them aren't. The rest of them are actually hill orcs from the north, from the Spurs, and they actually moved down here because their place has been taken over by some sort of beast. They couldn't tell me what they were, and I offered, hey, we can go check it out and see what's going on with it.
Maybe crazy different lady.
And he was initially amenable to the idea. Then he said he needed to confer with a contact of his who lived on a farm.
Oh no.
Oh, on a farm. Was he an orc?
Yeah, his name was Bodrick. Now, we've only seen one farm on our way up here, and we eventually came to the conclusion that that's the farm that we came across and that you killed the inhabitant there, Snow.
Yeah, that did happen.
We found that out.
With great regret.
Well, how did they know? How did they know?
I suppose there is no definitive proof, but there's a lot of circumstance around it that would make it very, very plausible that that's the guy.
Okay, yeah.
He was convinced. I was convinced.
They want me dead, don't they?
Well, I'm getting to that part. So he initially said that he was going to allow me to leave, but that he was going to take exact vengeance upon Dark Oak for that. At which point, I thought that it probably wouldn't be a good idea because it would be offensive to Helm. Not to mention that Dark Oak, would not be very happy about that set of circumstances if a bunch of orcs attacked.
I wouldn't be very about that either.
Yeah.
Where
So
you fucking live.
the orcs and their laws demand that there's blood for blood in this circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
So Snow,
Yeah.
there's going to be some blood, and it might be yours. It
You
will be
think I
yours.
could do? These people are pretty tribal, all right?
Yeah.
You think I can maybe get out of a trial by combat?
You.
Because I don't want to die.
I understand. I unfortunately can't guarantee that at this point. You will have to speak to them at that point. But I have the next day and a half to bring you and everyone else over to the camp.
Whoa. Why are we all going?
That was just a part of the agreement.
Something sounds fishy.
I don't like the sound of that.
How far is Dark?
No
Oak
offense,
from here?
Tybin, but
I don't.
Well, it doesn't seem like we have much of an option. If he shows up without the rest of them, they're risking both their lives.
I'm just saying.
SlyFox, it's about 7.5 miles.
Okay, so can somebody on horse rush over there to the Reeve, warn them what's about to happen, come back here in the next 7 hours, and then we have about a day and a third, or half a day and a third left to go to the orcs?
I could hard ride back. I think I know my way here and there.
Saying that.
Yeah, you would be the one
Snow
good at a hard
volunteers.
ride.
Snow definitely volunteers. Never see Snow again. It's gone.
No offense, Snow.
I-
I do want you to live, but I think it's best we keep you in our sights.
No, I understand.
I would not want to betray the trust that I have gained so far by having any of us ride back to town.
That's
Okay.
also under the guarantee that they're not watching us right now, and you won't
Yeah,
get
they
ambushed
could
by
be-
orcs.
They could be watching us at this very moment.
You know,
Even worse.
I'm pretty well convinced as well that they're not malicious really, and they're just trying to find a place to live
Nope, I don't
at this
see shit.
point.
What if... did you find out how far away this place they originally came from is? Because if we
2
could
hours
clear
away,
that,
right?
if
2
we could
days'
clear
ride.
that out first and then prove that Snow was the one that cleared it out for them, maybe they'll rethink the idea of killing her.
No, it's 2 days away.
Do we have
That's
time
what
to
he
get
said.
up there and clear out this entire area and come back in time?
Well, no, it takes like 2 days to get there to the.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
we don't have time.
Yeah,
we don't
we
have
don't.
that kind of time. We don't show up in 2 days. We're persona non grata to them.
Can we
Well, no,
try-
they're gonna attack Dark Oak is what they're going to do.
True.
And Dark Oak may not appreciate that, so I mean, we'll have to find somewhere else to be.
Well, we
Okay,
just go
so
up-
there's 3 angles here. We tell Dark Oak, they prepare themselves, and then we go try and clear out the new place for them. We go to the camp, see what happens that way, or we leave this area completely and
never look back.
and-
Wash our hands of this region.
Roll
That is
credits.
not an option.
Well, I say
It's
we,
like the
I say we-
Dragonborn just goes off to Cyrodiil and just leaves everything inside of Skyrim to kind of to go its own way for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I say that we're obligated to adhere to what what Tyburn's already agreed to, because otherwise there's just copious amounts of bloodshed.
Now, my question to the assembled party here is, do y'all want me dead?
Of course not. I've been with you for ages.
I know.
No, we don't want you dead. We're gonna have to play it by ear a little bit.
If things go sour, will y'all let me die, or will y'all try and we'll fight it out?
There's a pretty clear set of laws that are in place here, and those must be acted upon. Says the cleric of Helm.
That's
Yeah,
real
we-
cold, Tyburn. I would that would gruesome. A little bit of bonding there with the scriptures in the morning.
Technically, you haven't had a morning.
Yeah,
It's been
this would have been day one.
you've been a
Yeah.
follower of Helm for all of 30 hours.
Ultimately, it's Tyburn's call since he's the one that spoke to the orcs. But at the same time, we could just all go there.
But
And
we do
try
have 2
to-
days. Do we,
We
want
do
a
have 2
full?
days.
Do we want a fallback plan?
Borkvarrd doesn't believe in Plan B.
I don't want to die.
The
Well,
plan
then
B,
we'll
okay, hold up. Let me say my thing first. We go up there to the orcs. We try to convince, since we know they can possibly be convinced, that we need snow to clear out the spurs. See if we get redemption that way. If they don't agree to that, plan B is, well, we have to kill them all.
It's the only option. Gotta murder them all.
There's a lot
When
of
they
those.
say spill blood, Tyburn, do they mean like
That also is a viable option, I see.
do they want to execute me like
Yes.
publicly or something? By what do you mean by spill blood?
That part wasn't 100% clear. I mean, an axe was involved. I think public space. Specifically being dead didn't actually enter the equation.
Could just be 1,000 cuts. I think you get this.
What I was told was blood for blood, sharp axe, public place.
What if we go back to the farm, dig up the corpse, disguise it as Snow, he hides, we present them with a corpse.
Orc core?
Disguise. You're the one with the disguise kit. It's your goddamn job to figure that part out.
I don't. Not even Holly. That one off.
So
How did they know?
For a second, I thought you were gonna suggest like propping it up with sunglasses and just like, "Hey guys, I'm fine."
My name's No. I'm a tiefling.
Stay about 10 paces back. Don't come closer. Just
Weekend at Borkvarrd's.
Use hand axe to kill me.
Well,
I want to roll a perception check to see if I can see if there's anyone nearby watching us.
this always goes well for you. So
I mean, I can try. I did.
you don't see anybody.
I still think someone needs to tell the town. They need to be ready if this goes south, because how can we trust that they're definitely gonna stick by that?
You can't recall clearly, but did I tell Tolman that the guy was in my party that killed Bodrick?
You just said he was
An acolyte.
Indentured acolyte.
Yeah, all you said was that you knew the culprit.
Yeah, you didn't say it was in the party.
Is Freddy still in jail?
Oh
yes.
No.
And he's not going to be killed for a little while still, right?
No, he gets killed today.
A crooked smile.
I'm sorry, but I feel would Helm approve of that?
Well, he's already.
Helm wants to ensure that justice is served. Now, a form of justice has already been dispensed on Snow.
But Freddy has not had his justice.
Freddy hasn't had justice yet, and his sentence
bending
is
the
going
morals
to be
really hard right now.
Is to be killed. That is a sentence that's to be carried out on Freddy, right?
This isn't just a loophole. This is a figure 8 hole that you're going through, just trying to get this through.
The moral line.
I'm betting
underneath the way.
I'm betting that Tyburn would.
Says the guy who beat a man to death with his friend's skull.
That was not a question of morality.
Tyburn is betting that it's all going to come out as a wash anyway with his god.
Karmically, we're good.
Well,
it's going to be neutral right now. Just wash your hands of it.
Well, I
could go have
that's our best plan.
Because the thing is that if given the choice, I think Freddy would rather go quickly than slowly by hanging, right? So like I can promise Freddy a very, very quick death because it's going to happen anyway.
The plan is to go back to town to get Freddy, to deliver him to the orcs, and tell them that he killed the informer or whatever his name was,
Bodrick,
and have them execute him for the murder.
Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy with Freddy?
It was Frankie, but Frankie's dead.
No. In jail. We grabbed Marcus.
Yeah.
Why Marcus?
We ensured Marcus' safety for giving us information.
Yeah.
We didn't promise him that.
No, we did. Yeah.
No. See, here's the thing. Freddy gave us information willingly after we showed all of his dead friends. Marcus, we literally had to claw him out of the house and shoot him before he gave us the information.
So we still promised him that. Also, this is laboring under the assumption that the Reeve is just going to be like, yeah, you take my prisoners.
Well,
we could always break him out.
Yeah, we can break him out.
No.
It's just layers.
You see here, law needs to be served, right? For these orcs. And who says how these laws are done?
So Freddy is the next best plan I got.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Did Bob tell the orcs that it was a member of our party?
No,
just that he knows who did it.
He just knows who did it. That's all he said.
That's why we've been given 2 days. Otherwise, they would have said, "Oh, you have 1 day," because he's there. Or they would have got him themselves. Can they hear us right now?
Both perception checks didn't turn up anything.
Right, I'm gonna quickly perception check.
Also, judging by the fact that you had a half-hour conversation with none of you figuring out what the other one was saying, that might not necessarily mean anything.
Watching us at this point.
Well, that we know that some of them can speak common quite well.
I mean, it's somebody go back and get Freddy and or we go
This is just
marching
reminding me
camp.
of that scene from Dragon Ball Z Abridged, just when Gohan is the Azaru and just points and Goku just points to Vegeta and just goes, "Remember Icarus? He did it."
I would, if we're gonna go with this plan, we can't tell Freddy what we're doing.
Freddy, we're taking you to a nice farm.
Okay.
Don't
We're
worry
taking
about
you
it.
to a farm upstate, and then we just walk him up here and be like,
He
"It was
did.
him!"
No, I don't think. How long does your sleep spell last, Midge?
It's as long. It's an
As
hour.
long as he's concentrating.
It's an hour.
Isn't it?
I think you just put that motherfucker to sleep, and we just take him up there in an hour, and so here you go.
Okay, so we get him here, put him to sleep, get him there.
Let him die.
No, specifically, I'll go get Freddy. I'm gonna tell him that he can come with me, and well, first I'm gonna have a separate conversation with the Reeve and be like, all right, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna kill this guy for you.
Well, I'll go
to
with
save Dark Oak and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll ride double dutch on my horse, and we'll go back. Leave these three here.